Welcome to Book Bites, your weekly dose of literary delight. We dive into Amazon's top-selling books, giving you the lowdown on what's hot and what's not. Join us as we uncover hidden gems, discuss captivating storylines, and analyze the minds of best-selling authors. Whether you're a seasoned reader or just starting your literary journey, there's something for everyone. So grab a cup of coffee, get cozy, and let's get reading.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
You bet.
Excellent. Today we're tackling Atomic Habits by James Clear.
Oh, a classic.
It is, right. I mean, it's everywhere. Everyone's talking about it.
Right.
And our listeners sent in a bunch of excerpts.
Okay.
So we're going to see if it lives up to the hype.
Yeah.
See if Clear actually gives us something we can use to actually make real change.
I love that.
So no pressure, James Clear.
Big shoes to fill.
Right. So basically, for anyone who maybe hasn't heard of it, we're looking at how small changes can lead to big transformations over time.
Like, especially when it comes to learning, right?
Exactly, yeah. Clear calls these atomic habits. It's kind of like, he uses this cool analogy of like a ship, right? If the captain just makes these tiny little adjustments to the rudder, it can completely change where that ship ends up, like thousands of miles later.
I like that.
Right, but the question is, does this actually work in real life?
Well, that's what we're going to find out.
Exactly.
Oh, right.
So no more just vague self-help stuff.
Yeah, no.
You need the how-to.
Exactly, the nitty-gritty.
Yeah. So I got to say, I was kind of surprised.
Right.
Flipping through some of these excerpts,
Yeah.
Clear actually gets into the science of habits.
Oh, interesting.
Right. It's not just think positive and it'll all work out. He talks about this framework with 4 specific laws of behavior change.
So you're saying it's not just motivation and willpower.
No, not at all.
It's there's actual science behind it.
Exactly. How do our brains actually work to form these habits, good or bad?
Right. And then you can use that knowledge to actually change your habits.
Yes. Okay, so I'm already feeling a bit more optimistic about this.
Oh, me too.
But still, the idea that these tiny, almost invisible actions can actually create big change.
Yeah.
It's still a little mind-blowing, honestly.
I know, right? It seems almost too easy.
It does.
But that's kind of the beauty of it, isn't it?
Okay, so let's say I'm trying to learn something new.
Okay.
I don't know, a new language.
A language, great example.
Or a new skill or anything, right? Is Clear really saying, instead of these huge study sessions or trying to completely overhaul my routine, I should just start with 5 minutes a day?
Pretty much. He calls the first law, make it obvious.
Make it obvious. Okay.
So if you want to learn Spanish, put your Duolingo app right on your home screen.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, front and center.
So you can't miss it.
Exactly. Make it impossible to ignore.
I get it. It's I don't know, putting a bowl of fruit right out on the counter.
Instead of hiding the veggies in the crisper.
Yes. So it's making the good habit.
Yeah.
The easy choice.
The easy default.
I like that.
It's all about environment design.
Environment design. Okay.
So you're not fighting your willpower every time.
Oh, so you're setting yourself up for success.
Exactly. By designing your surroundings.
This is making sense.
Yeah.
But hold on, you said there are 4 laws.
Right? Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the others? Because honestly, some of the things I want to learn, they're pretty complex.
Right.
5 minutes a day doesn't feel like it'll cut it.
I hear you. And Clear actually addresses that.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So the second law is make it attractive.
Okay, make it attractive.
So here's a trick. You can stack habits.
Stack habits. What's that?
It's basically pairing something you want to do with something you need to do.
Okay.
So, you could reward yourself with, I don't know, a cup of coffee.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
Right. After your 5 minutes of Spanish.
Okay. So it's you build in this little reward.
Exactly. You make the habit itself more appealing.
That's smart.
Right.
Okay. What's number 3?
Number 3 is make it easy.
Make it easy. Okay.
Don't try to do, an hour of studying right off the bat.
Right.
Start small. And then gradually increase the time.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did when I wanted to start running again.
Oh, tell me.
I knew I wouldn't stick to some crazy training plan.
Yeah, it's too much.
Right. Way too much pressure.
Right.
So I just started by putting on my running shoes every day.
That's it. Just the shoes.
Yeah. And eventually I couldn't just stand there in my running shoes,
That's brilliant.
I had to at least go for a little jog, even if it was just around the block.
See? It works. small steps.
It totally did.
That's a perfect example of make it easy.
Okay, so 3 down, 1 to go.
Right. The fourth law is make it satisfying.
Make it satisfying. Okay, I like the sound of that.
It's all about tracking your progress and celebrating those small wins.
Oh, so like actually noticing how far you've come.
Exactly. Even if it's just like 5 minutes a day. Because those little wins, they can be super motivating, you know?
They really can. It's like you build that momentum.
You do.
Okay, so honestly, this is feeling really different from other self-help stuff I've seen.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Like, Clear actually gives us concrete steps.
Right. Actionable advice.
Yeah. And it doesn't feel overwhelming, you know?
I get it. It's not about overnight transformation.
No, not at all.
It's about consistency and these small, manageable actions.
That you can actually stick to.
Exactly.
It's not about being superhuman.
Right.
It's about just being like a slightly better version of yourself each day.
I like that. Yeah.
Right.
That's a great way to put it.
So thinking about our listeners who are clearly, interested in learning and growing.
Yeah.
What's the one thing they can take away from this? Where should they even start?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is.
If we know that small changes can lead to these like huge results over time, what's one tiny habit that they could start doing today that would move them closer to a goal? Or like what one small change could they make to their environment to make that goal more attractive or easier to reach?
I love that it's like so simple but so powerful.
Yeah.
I'm feeling inspired to revisit some of my own goals, actually.
Me too.
So to our listeners, if you're interested in all this, definitely check out Atomic Habits.
It's a good one.
It really is. And remember, even those tiny steps,
they
can create some pretty amazing changes.
Absolutely, they can.
So keep diving in, everyone.
Keep learning.
We'll be back with more Deep Dive soon.
See you next time.
Bye.
That's all for this episode of Book Bites. We hope you enjoyed our review. And if you did, please like, share, and follow our podcast. And don't forget to leave a comment with your thoughts on the book. We love hearing from our listeners.